Hello, San Cayetano Cheetahs. Miss Raver, your art teacher here. Okay, today you're going to take your art from last week and you're going to finish it. So I want you to be thinking about what you can add to give it a little bit more detail, to really spend your time and make it a final piece. So you can add detail to this side. If you're going to tape a back on, you can add detail to the back, add tape over the top to make it look shiny and appear like a real package. So I've added a circle design to my bag, and now I'm going to color in the design and color in the entire white paper. Because remember, really, white isn't a color that's often used. So you want to really fill in your product so that it's colorful and interesting and attracts attention from somebody who might want to buy it. So now remember, when you're coloring, so it doesn't make that line, so you want to draw in little circles. So just drawing in kind of a circular form so that you don't end up with those dark lines. So I've finished filling in my design, and now I'm going to fill in the background. Okay, so when I'm coming up to one of my designs, I like to draw kind of quickly. But when I get real close, I like to draw a little line around the design to help me not make any mistakes and draw any unwanted lines over my orange circle. So once I've got that line kind of made, then I can kind of go around it, and remember to draw kind of in little circles. It really does help to get rid of any unwanted lines. And once I've filled it in, then I can kind of start moving a little bit faster as I get into kind of a empty area. And then as I close in on this other circle, I can outline it. Or you can outline all of the circles, and then you can kind of fill in the empty spaces a little bit more quickly. You're going to need to do the same thing around the lettering. The lettering is in marker, and I'm using colored pencils, so it's a little bit forgiving, but I really don't want to go over my gold marker with the colored pencil because it would make it so you couldn't see the design as easily. So I can't wait to see the finishing touches of your product. So when drawing up to the edge of the paper, I recommend holding your hand right on the paper so that you can't rip it on accident. And you may need to put another piece of paper underneath. And if you can go in a circular motion, but when you get to the edge, if you're drawing in a circular motion, you're probably going to bend the paper. So you can go back and forth. And I recommend going in 2 different directions to try and get rid of those lines. So you can go all the way along the edge. And that way, if you need to, you can draw right onto the scrap piece of paper and then draw up to the edge. And then you can draw back and forth in different directions, and that'll help eliminate the vision, like the visual of seeing the lines from the marker, crayon, or colored pencil that you're using. Okay, I finished coloring my background. You can see some lines. So the only thing I would say is if you are going to have any lines, try to make them all go the same direction. Okay, so now I'm going to add tape. So I'm going to use this tape, but you can use any clear tape like the Scotch tape. And you only get one shot of this. This one has like some bumps, so I'm going to get rid of it. So you only get one shot of this. So if you make a mistake, just leave it, because if you start pulling off the tape from the paper, you're probably going to rip it. So I'm just going to lay it as flat as I can. And if it's not straight, that doesn't really matter. And then cut it off. And then I think I'm just going to keep going. At the end, I'm going to cut off all the edges. I'm just coating my paper with tape. And the tape can overlap a little bit because to try and line it up will be tricky. I've got my first little crease in the tape on my bag right in the middle, but oh well. Because like I said, you can't really peel it off. So you kind of want to set it down from one edge to the other. Okay. So I've covered it in tape. And now I'm going to cut the remaining tape off the edges, or you can fold it onto the back. I'm just going to cut it. And now I'll have my faux, which means fake, my little faux product package bag of banana chips. Okay, so I'm ready to put this onto the back. Okay, so I finished the front and now I finished the back, so I'm just gonna add tape. I decided to keep it simple, so it just says ingredients and some sweet words of love and kindness. And I'm gonna put tape over it, and then I'm going to make it a 3-dimensional bag. Okay, so now I'm ready to connect the front and the back. So I'm just gonna set one on top of the other, straighten them, and I'm gonna put tape on 3 sides so that I can stuff the bag to make it look 3-dimensional. You might want somebody to help you for this part. And then pick it up, flip it over, and then, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. And then fold the tape over and just let it hang off the edge like that because you can cut that off. I'm adding tape to this side, and now I'm adding tape to the last side. Okay, and once it's all taped together, I'm ready to stuff it. And I made a bag that I'm ready to stuff. Okay, so to stuff the bag, you just want to use like old recycled paper, maybe anything that you don't need anymore. And you kind of just crumple it up and stuff the bag. And you might need another set of hands to hold it while you try to tape it. And you've got your finished bag. Oh, oops, upside down. So you can see that that's why I told you not to put anything near the edge because it'll be a little bit hard to see. So once I finish taping it, I can kind of fluff it back up so that it's easy to see the banana. Read where it says banana chips and bananas. All right. I hope you have fun making your final project this week. Can't wait to see what you do. Enjoy making art this week, and I miss you so much. And I can't wait for this March 15th, which is practically my birthday. So we have to come back because it'll be my birthday. And that's my birthday wish, okay? To have you all at school. All right. Have a wonderful week. Bye.